Hello, my name's Clare and I want to talk to you today about meditation and your inner critic. Specifically, 5 ways that meditation can tame your inner critic fast. So, I'm a meditation teacher and author of 2 books on the topic. So you've got 52 mindful moments and a 28-day meditation challenge. And over the past 9 years, I've worked with over 2,000 people to help them create a meditation habit. I'm also an NLP trainer, a reformed engineer, and entrepreneurs call me the inside work magician. We go deep dive and clear out those blocks so they no longer have to self-sabotage and they don't get in their own way. And I'm on a mission right now to get as many people as possible meditating for 10 minutes a day. Because there's some stuff happening on the outside world, and the only way we can change the world is to be the change, as Gandhi said. Do the inside work, clear out the blocks, be the change you wish to see. So I've been mentoring entrepreneurs and passionate world changers since 2002. And the biggest thing that gets in the way of the difference that you're here to make in the world is your self-talk, your inner critic, that voice in your shoulder, that inner dialogue. So here are 5 ways that meditation could help you to start taming your inner critic in the next week. The first one, they say awareness is the first key to change. So most of us have this internal dialogue running on autopilot. We haven't even got a clue it's running. It's like a radio station that we left switched on in the background. When you become aware of the thoughts, it can be quite a shock. There's so many of them. That stream of consciousness can be fast and furious and out of control. When you become aware of them, you open the power of choice. That brings me to point 2. Most of us believe that we are our thoughts, and you're not. Your inner critic isn't real. It's a thought habit. It feels real. It can block our dreams and our success, and it dictates our actions. But it's not real. When you meditate regularly, you can start taking that step back so that you become the observer of your thoughts rather than feeling like you're drowning in the middle of the river of them. That brings me to point 3, which is when you've got the awareness of your thoughts and you can observe them rather than feeling battered by them, like you have to interact with them. You can learn very easily to choose which thoughts to feed. I talk about this a lot in A Year Full of Gratitude. But you can choose which thoughts to feed. You can choose, okay, you accept my ABC process. Here you go. A, accept. You had a thought that made you feel terrible. Breathe. Breathe all the way in and breathe out. Let it go. And then choose. C, choose. Choose a thought that makes you feel better. Consciously choose to think of something positive. It's a way of pressing pause and turning it around. So when you're meditating regularly, you're aware of your thoughts, you've become the observer of them rather than being at their whim, and you can start to learn to choose, ABC, accept, breathe, choose, which thoughts to feed. Number 4, the 4th way that meditation can help you to tame that inner critic. I've got my notes here. It is projection versus perception. It's time to get your inner drama queen or king to take a hike. So here's what happens. Somebody presses a trigger, they do something, they say something, and you react more strongly than one would normally expect because they've pressed a button. What happens is we project onto them the movies from our heads from the last however many decades of when somebody does this, this is my response. We get on the emotional roller coaster. We're addicted to the drama. We embellish, we exaggerate, we tell ourselves what if stories. We get stuck in that drama. But here's the thing. Your body feels every thought you think. So if you dive into the drama for a tiny provocation, you are firing off all those stress hormones. Your body obliges with the cortisol and the adrenaline, and before you know it, you're exhausted on the floor, your adrenals are shot, and you've probably said and done loads of stuff you wish you hadn't. Regular meditation gives you that split-second gap between the stimulus and your response. And in that moment, you can choose how to respond. You can take that step back and say, actually, it's not about me. That's their shit, not mine. And just get on with your day. Or you can choose to take some action and do something about it, but it gives you back your choice. You're no longer projecting your history onto the present and the future. You get to perceive, unfiltered through your senses, the truth of what's going on. And then the fifth way that meditation, there are many more ways, but a fifth way that meditation can help you to tame your inner critic. When I teach meditation, I love to anchor people into their breath. I used to be an engineer, so I love to teach very grounded meditation because most of us are stuck in our heads and haven't hung around in our bodies for a very long time. There's an ancient branch of meditation called Pranayama, which is breathing techniques. Prana is life force, chi. When you know how to connect with your breath, you can rebalance the nervous system. You can let go of the stress response, get back into relaxed alertness, and it calms your thoughts. It slows your thoughts down. It's incredible how just a few minutes of these mindful breathing techniques can allow your mind to relax. And when you're thinking fewer thoughts, and you're thinking them more slowly, it's much easier to choose which thoughts to feed. So meditation is one of my favorite strategies to teach people who are ready and hungry to step up to the next level on the difference you're here to make in the world. You secretly know you're getting in your own way, and you know the thoughts you're thinking, the stories you're telling yourself, and the way you're reacting to stimuli, also known as really annoying people, is getting in the way. As little as 10 minutes a day can make a difference. And I don't want you to believe me. I want you to experience this for yourself. So I am running a 5-day program called Getting Started with Meditation. You're going to get a 10-minute MP3 that you can listen to each day for those 5 days. There's going to be a group of us doing it, so you've got accountability. I'm going to be sending you a short message each day that is going to give you insights into some of our excuses, our blocks, our fears and mistakes that we make around meditation. And you'll get to experience for yourself the difference it could make. I want to make it as easy as possible for you. If that resonates with you, you can come and join us. clareyosa.com/how to meditate. And if you really are feeling drawn to tame your inner critic, so really say, this is the year I'm going to get rid of the flinch factor. I'm going to step up and make the difference I'm here to make. If you can get to Sussex in the UK, I'm running a 1-day workshop that I would love to share with you called the Inner Critic Bootcamp. And you can find out more about that and register clareyosa.com/Inner Critic Bootcamp. We're going to deep dive, deal with root causes. You get support with a workshop, you get a workbook beforehand and a survey so I can make sure the day is exactly what you need. There's only 8 to 10 places. Afterwards, we're going to do 2 group mentoring calls so you can keep and integrate those changes, get answers to your questions, get the accountability you need, and we're really gonna kick your inner critic to touch. I've been doing this since 2002. I still regularly work on those onion layers myself. I'd love to inspire and empower you with the techniques that make the difference. So, are you ready to tame your inner critic? I'd love to hear from you via the comments. How does your inner critic get in the way? How might life be if you could reclaim control over your inner critic? And which of the techniques we've discussed today could you apply in order to start making a difference right now? Thank you. If you've enjoyed this, please share it far and wide via particularly any groups where entrepreneurs and passionate world changers are hanging out. And if you've got questions, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them.